Once upon a time, in a small village near a vast forest, there lived a curious little puppy named Max. Max was a spirited and adventurous dog with a fluffy tail and bright eyes. One sunny morning, while exploring the edge of the forest, Max saw a colorful butterfly and excitedly chased after it, not realizing how far he was straying from home. Lost and afraid, Max found himself deep within the forest as the sun began to set. He whimpered softly, unsure of what to do, when he suddenly heard a rustling in the leaves. Out from the shadows stepped a gentle deer named Daisy. Seeing the scared puppy, Daisy approached him and asked, "Why are you so far from home, little one?" Max explained his plight, and Daisy, with a warm heart, decided to help Max find his way back. But the forest was large and the paths were many. Along the way, they met Oliver, an old wise owl who saw Max's distress from high up in his tree. Oliver had seen many parts of the forest from his nightly flights and offered to guide them from above. As they ventured through the forest, guided by Oliver's hoots and Daisy's knowledge of the forest paths, Max learned many things about the forest and its inhabitants. He saw squirrels storing nuts and heard the songs of nightingales under the moonlight. Suddenly, they encountered a fast, flowing river, blocking their path home. Max was too small to swim across, and the water was too swift for Daisy. Just as they were figuring out what to do, a friendly beaver named Benny appeared. Benny was skilled at building and offered to help by constructing a small bridge with fallen logs he had collected. With teamwork, they quickly had a sturdy bridge, allowing them to cross the river safely. After crossing the river, they were close to the village. Max could see the lights of his home twinkling in the distance. He thanked his new friends profusely for their kindness and help. Daisy, Oliver, and Benny waved goodbye as Max ran excitedly back to his house. When Max reached home, his family was overjoyed to see him. They hugged him tight, thankful for his safe return. Max, filled with joy and gratitude, shared stories of his adventure and the wonderful friends he had made. That night, Max dreamt of his forest adventure, knowing he had friends just beyond the village, always ready to help. From that day on, Max often visited the forest, but never alone. He always had his family with him, and sometimes they would meet Daisy, Oliver, and Benny, who would share more stories and adventures together. Max learned that the world is big and sometimes scary, but with friends by your side, any challenge can be overcome.